Greetings, programs. This is Wretch, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. Now, in the last stream, we landed here outside of Roseway on Terra 2, and we've had a very interesting time checking out how Anti-Cleo does business. Pretty much the same way as Spacer's Choice, and even a little bit more sinister. But we did get a lot of quests turned in. Let's go ahead and change our sorting. Okay, so we can actually choose to give the diet toothpaste research, which kind of is, that's everything you need to know about Roseway, to Anton, but I actually found out that that research is also something that we can give to Gladys. And considering how much of a prick Anton's been, I think we need to go ahead and return to Gladys and do that. We can go ahead and talk to Vaughn and let him know his experiment's been dealt with, and then we can screw over Anton. And we'll be in good shape, I'm thinking. But first off, we need to go ahead and skill up. The rest of the crew can as well. And see, we can't really do... Well, I guess we can, right? Oh, no, we can't. Alright, everything is up to 50 for the most part. Especially handguns, which is kind of what we were shooting for. Let's do this. We can do... I want to get everything that we do up to 50. I mean, that gives us 48 for our defense and our dialogue with Lie and Intimidate. And I think that's going to do us pretty well, so we're going to go ahead and apply that. Light the signals! Hey, David, how you doing? Now, Felix, what do you got for your third ability here? Rebellion. While Felix is in the party, you and your companions deal bonus damage to corporate enemies. Ooh, I like it. And the Good Vicar. While Max is in your party, you and your companions deal bonus damage with science weapons. And there was actually a very good idea that was given to me via comment on the YouTube upload of this, where someone suggested that when we head back to Scylla, I forgot what the name of that giant beast was. It was Colonel something or other. But we should go ahead and shoot the Colonel with the Shrink Ray and then see what happens. And see if that makes them a little bit easier to take on. So, I'm looking forward to leveling up the rest of the crew, too. But first, let's go ahead and have a chat with Vaughn. Colonel Butterscotch! I don't know why I forgot that. I'm a big fan of Butterscotch. I used to dislike Butterscotch when I was a kid, but I gained more love for it as I got older. Where is... Okay, Vaughn was over here, wasn't he? Actually, I think he was just where we were. Distress signal... Speak with Vaughn. Amateur alchemist. Yep, he was right where we were. Butterscotch, like, one of my favorite drinks, actually, is the butterscotch soda that you can get at one of the local health food stores here. It's kind of like butterbeer from Universal.
Any news on that thing we spoke about? You know, that thing?
Before that, I had a question, Vaughn.
Lay it on me.
You work in the labs?
As little as possible. I mean, yeah. I'm staff. Endocrinologist. We've been studying a load of raptidons hauled in from Monarch.
Got something else on my mind.
Want to talk about peptides? I've got, like, amazing stories about cortistatin.
See, Vaughn seems like a pretty good guy. I found your experiment.
Don't keep me in suspense. Did you get my stuff? I mean, not mine. It's for other parties. Buyers.
I've got it. And it's all yours.
This is gonna make me so popular. I mean, with the people who buy it. Not by using it. Because I'm not.
Uh-huh. You're definitely gonna use it.
Only for testing purposes. Quality control. You would, right?
Nope.
Not even in the name of scientific advancement.
Ah, you just don't understand the market. Anyway, here's a cut for you. An advance for my profits. Pleasure doing business with you.
Okay, that's Vaughn dealt with. Let's go ahead and look at the journal. Now, we shouldn't have anything botched. Nope. Which means that we can still deal with all the company's secrets. I don't know if... I'm wondering if we can speak to Anton and just say, no, you're not getting your stuff. Oh, have I? Oh, of course I've heard of Disturbed Shift. I was listening to them when their first album came out. I think I was in junior high when their first album came out. Let's go ahead and save the game here, just in case. Because if it's one of these situations like with Vaughn, if you talk to them, you have to give the research. I don't want to do it.
You've returned. What news? Please tell me you've recovered my research. Without my work to focus on, I find myself tending towards darker paths of inquiry.
Oh, we can just go ahead and lie to him, huh? I'm afraid the outlaws got away with your research, Anne.
That's all manner of distressing.
Do it.
There truly is nothing left for me. I suppose I'm... we're finished here.
Yeah, I turned 37 in August, so... Well, I suppose I'll be going. Goodbye, Crane. Doom. Okay. Well, it's not botched. I like it. And we can return to Gladys and turn that in. Because there was more than a few times where Anton came off as an absolute just prick.
Please, just leave me to contemplate my future, or lack thereof.
Fair enough. Porter.
Still a lot of raptidons out there. We'll take care of them.
We barely knew he. Alright. Weapons from the Void. Which we need to go to ground. We need to go to Fallbrook to get that next part of that. Return to Gladys. Fallbrook. We need to go to Stellar Bay to buy a Dustback Casserole. Monarch. Track down Reginald on Monarch. But however, when we get back to the Unreliable, we can install the Acid Steeper. So I'm kind of excited about that. So I think our business here is concluded. Before we go, though, let's go ahead and sell off our profits. I think I'm on standard difficulty shift. It's normally where I play my games on standard.
Hey, you're still around. Annie Cleo makes the best pharmaceuticals in Halcyon.
Yeah, that's probably why I was finishing a quest shift, so... Sell, sell, sell. So many things to sell. Heavy machine guns, and... I kind of want to... Sawed-off shotgun. I mean, we've got some Mark II stuff that seems really good. I like the revolver Mark II. Light assault rifle Mark II. We got the Inferno scythe, which just sounds all kinds of awesome. The Vermin is 123 damage compared to the light pistol Mark II. I've always been really bad at determining like what's the best option there. We got plenty of armor to sell. I think we need to go ahead and wait till we get back to the Groundbreaker. And then we can maybe make sure that everyone's equipped. and go from there. So let's head out of here. We'll fast travel back. I think that's the quickest way to do it. The scythe, you're on the ball, Kath. It definitely needs to go to the vicar. Maybe you get only 158 XP because I'm spec to lie, I guess, being more of a scoundrel character. I'm not sure what kind of spec you're running, though. Anything could happen. There it is. Spacer's Choice Diet Toothpaste. Ew. I have invested so much into speechcraft. Verily I have. Okay. Oh, against all odds, the Unreliable takes flight. I'd like a poster of that. Verily. Much verily. I wish we could equip armor to people, like, on the ship. Like, we could go through everyone's stats and level them up and get them the gear that they need. That'd make it a lot easier in terms of upkeep. You just run around the ship going, hey, Barbati, put this on. Vicar, put this on. We have acquired snakeskin.
Captain, Felix and the Vicar are arguing again.
Oh, good lord. Can't leave you guys alone for a moment.
You don't think that's a problem? Whole ship's running on a computer's fancy. That'll make you nervous, Preacher?
No, Felix. The concept of a ship computer does not make me nervous. Are you scared of Ada?
I ain't scared of Ada.
Good. I'm glad we cleared that up.
It's just, she's a computer, Max. What happens when her equations tell her to cut off her oxygen? Or blast us all into space?
Felix, Ada is not sentient. She can't act out of a sense of malice. Where do you get these ideas?
I was watching True Stories of Mechanical Murderers last night.
Well, there you go.
One of these days, I'm going to make you read an actual book.
Okay, that wasn't that bad of an argument. Well, while we're here, there is no response from the automechanical unit. Whoa.
Initiating initialization sequences. Greetings, customer! This SAM unit is unable to locate your registered information. Would you like to register your SAM?
Yes.
Registering new owner. Captain.
Well, welcome to the crew, Sam.
SAM units live to clean and clean to live. Dust accumulation analysis. 2.5 years.
Good work, Sam.
Thank you, customer. SAM, merciless on germs.
So where did you come from, Sam?
All SAM units travel fully assembled in a 12x12 corrugated steel box.
No, I mean, I want to know more about you.
Did you know SAM units are capable of equipping regulation-grade flamethrower nozzles? Upgrade your attachment today and get to firing away.
Well, he's not Samwise Gamgee, but he'll do. So what do you say, Sam? You want to help me clean up this colony?
Got stubborn stains. Leave them for Sam.
Back to work, Sam. Felix is like, my God, what have you done? So what are you going to do? You're just going to walk around and clean? I guess so. Alright, let's go ahead and, hold on. Ah, we can. Excellent, excellent, excellent. We can do that. We will I may have noticed that before, but I forget things. CPR. When Ellie is in the party, any damage that would kill you instead heals a small amount of health. This effect has a long cooldown. Holy crap. That is awesome. Hello, version 1.04 of Outer Worlds. That's the online stuff, though. Definitely going to accept that. Synchronicity. When Parvati performs her ability, recharge some of your tactical time dilation meter. These guys have some amazing stuff for their tier 3s. Okay. Looks like the crew is in good shape. I don't know, it said like online features or something were being installed. I went ahead and ignored it because I don't have the PS Plus on my computer anymore. Okay, first off, for Ellie, let's go ahead and get her a dignified shooting iron. Maybe, yeah, Spacer's Choice pistol. The Officer's Spine's pretty good for a melee, but I think the Sentry Saber Mark II would also be pretty good, so comparatively 130 DPS, yeah. Cool. Armor. Armor. Now, we need to be very careful that we do not, what does that look like? Need to make sure that we don't throw away, like, clothes that belong to people, because we did that with Parvati, unfortunately. However, she looks really good in, like, the armor. So let's get, I like to get these guys all in like medium or well, actually, to tell you the God's honest truth, it may be better to go ahead and get Felix and them in their normal armors. And thing is, I don't know if I can unequip the helmet or anything, unfortunately. Which sucks. I wish they had that as an option. See, because Parvati's wearing her helmet, I can't take that off. The Vicar, instead of rocking out the silencer, just because he can, we'll make sure that he is rocking out the Inferno Scythe. And maybe I have a sawed-off shotgun Mark II. Yeah. Good old Bessie. Old Reliable. It's a good one for Parvati. Felix has got a tactical shotgun. We need to get something a little bit better. Felix was a gunslinger too, right? Here, how do the light assault rifle? Sounds good. Along with, where's that silencer at? Alright, I think this might work out. You telling me that this PS4 is actually your computer? I actually have a dual screen setup shift. So I actually have my PS4 connected to this monitor that I can switch back and forth between it, and all my streaming stuff is on my computer monitor right here. A little behind the scenes right there.
As always, I am at your disposal. Anything you'd like to discuss?
You know, there are some things I don't rightly understand about your religion, Vicar.
Yes?
Besides the grand architect and the plan, what else do you believe exactly?
Scientism, as its name implies, believes that nature abhors equality. The strong survive, and the weak perish for the betterment of the whole. And reason, not emotion, is the seat of all morality. Wisdom means accepting the vicissitudes of life with grace and dignity.
It's like a combination of Vorlon and Shadow. let's talk about something else.
Yes?
That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? Okay, I think we already examined everything in here, didn't we? Yeah, index of banned literature. Because we have been grabbing stuff that go into the crew quarters. I just to make sure that everything is good here. Yeah, in praise of arson. We still got one more crew quarter. Was there anything hanging out behind Sam that we needed to be aware of? Looks like a Borg little stasis chamber thing. We're getting distracted though. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Let's check our mail first. Messages, nothing new.
Like what I did with the place?
What'd you do to the place?
Good to see you, boss.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Alright. Back to the Groundbreaker. For a little bit, at least. And then, I guess we're going to head over to
We've
Monarch.
arrived at the Groundbreaker.
Actually, what do you guys think? Should we go ahead and head to Monarch and check out a new planet, or should we go back to Scylla and try the shrink ray on Colonel Butterscotch? Because I'm honestly down for either, to tell you the truth. I'm willing to experiment. Oh, Sam. Sam's going to tag along with us. Why not? Sam and Parvati. Raven says Shrink Ray. David says Scylla. Alright. Sounds good to me. Beware of the almighty Sam. Which means surface-to-air missile. Yeah, it's good to clean up after yourselves, right? So we'll be in pretty good shape. My, what a polite massacre artist. The Great Council is in agreement. Got our worker class, our warrior caste, and our what was it? Warrior caste, worker caste, and it wasn't priest caste. It was another, I forgot the name of the third caste. It may be the
You want a punch? We've got your punch.
It may be the priest cast, but actually, let's. Oh, Sam's got stuff. Holy crap! Corrosive washer for 600 DPS and corrosive blaster for 720 DPS. Oh, Sam is amazing. Sam's equipment is permanently attached to his frame and cannot be removed. I'm okay with this. I will accept Sam for his quirks. Increase your intimidate skill when Sam is in the party. Okie dokie. He doesn't have a cleaner. Reduce negative reputation for kills when Sam is in the party. Increase this companion's base armor rating. Fine aim. Increase the damage dealt. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Should we go for cleaner, battle hardened, or fine aim? I think Sam's going to be a damage dealer, so I'm thinking fine aim. Yeah, I agree, Shift. And I don't even look at the other stuff. Jazz Hands is fascinating. Bad Samaritan. Sam deals bonus damage to auto mechanicals. He is all about just devastating his fellow kin. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
It's almost time for today's episode of The Chairman's Children. Care to listen with me?
No. But I am here to tell you I investigated that distress signal from Roseway.
What's that? Speak up now.
About those secrets you asked me to look for.
What'd you turn up?
Holy crap, lie and science. You found a formula for experimental rocket fuel? Well, I found this fancy toothpaste formula. Here you go.
These corporations, I tell you. Once they get an idea into their big dense heads, there's no getting it out again. Can't imagine how I'll offload this. But waste not, want not, I suppose.
Well, I did acquire some research on Raptidon musk, but I found another buyer.
A shame you didn't visit old Gladys first. That would have fetched a good price. I may have thrown in a batch of my famous sugar cookies just to sweeten the deal.
I love sugar cookies.
Fancy Cleo's exporting wraps from Monarch. Golly me. Someone's going to be in the soup when they get caught.
I also found a prototype weapon schematic from Force, but I'm afraid I lost that too.
Bless your slippery little fingers. Isn't that just a shame? Prototype schematics go for a fair handful of bits around here.
Intimidate 94? Holy crap. I think that's about it, though.
Are you positive? Honest to goodness?
I'm certain there's nothing left.
Can't say I wasn't hoping for more, but I suppose it can't be helped. Law bless you for doing the legwork, sweetie. Don't forget your pal Gladys now. You can come visit anytime.
Ooh, got some of that sweet, sweet groundbreaker rep. Alright, let's see what you got for sale, Gladys.
I've got a lovely little throw pillow. Just something I toss together. Like to keep my hands busy.
Okay, nothing really new under the sun. Keep all the special weapons. Let's sell the officer spines. I like the ultimate. You know what? We need to give that to Ellie. Light pistol Mark II.
Do it.
That's a nice 50 bits there. The vermin? None of the characters really seem the vermin type. I'll keep one for myself, though, just so I can customize it. I've got the revolver Mark II. Plasma launcher can go away. Vortex mace. The Deadeye assault rifle. Everything must go. Trophy earned. Security blade. The vermin's got a special knockout effect. That might make it worth a little bit more. Spacer's Choice shotgun. Tactical shotgun goes away. Tossball stick. Alright, revolver Mark II. Vermin. Deadeye assault rifle. What's the difference, I wonder? Maybe because of post-armor damage dealt. Eh. It goes away. Everything must go. She has a safe. What's in it? I vote we do a quick save and find out. I think the only thing that was in that safe was the thing that we spent 10,000 bits for. The nav key. I believe that was the only thing. I could be wrong, though. We'll keep the armor for right now. Let's go ahead and spend some coin to repair everything. Cool. Let's go talk to our favorite vendor. But the safe is still there. You know what, Shift? I'll Oh, we can go into it, can't we? All right. I'll humor you.
Huh? I think I heard something.
What do you think you're doing?
No, nothing at all. What do you think?
Go on, before I change my mind.
Ah! Okay, well, there's everything. Cell, bits, and a tactical shotgun. That was it. So, not much of anything. Like I said, the only thing that was going to be in that safe that we would actually want would be the, that nav key. So, now you know, and knowing's half the battle. It's all about science. Okay, we didn't do anything wrong. Always seems to be on the groundbreaker that these misunderstandings happen.
What can I do for you? Need some Adreno? It's good for you. Spacer's promise. Don't take my word for it. See for yourself. Make a choice. Spacer's choice.
I really wish we could take Martin with us. Yes, Kath.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Punch. You want a punch? We've got you right here.
Can we put the moon hat on Sam? I don't think we can, but I am willing to check. Nope. His equipment is permanently attached and can't be added or removed. That would be disturbing, putting that hat on some sort of acid-spewing death droid. That'd be some magic is what that would be. Okay, weapons from the void. All roads now lead to Fallbrook and Monarch, except for Stellar Bay. Sure. We are going to go ahead and head to Scylla. Why do you torment me, game devs? How dare you not humor my horrible decisions? It's not a horrible decision. It's actually amazing. That'd be a terrifying boss. Imagine doing kind of like a hide-and-seek game. You know, kind of a horror story or a horror-based fight against him. You just see that move. Oh. Scary stuff. Okay, back to Scylla. Now, I do know we've got other stuff to do here eventually.
Destination reached. Scylla.
But this just means we can skip a whole lot of this when we have to head back in earnest. You can only attack when the moon is waning. Sam and Felix? Oh, okay. Sure. Let's go ahead and make our friend here uncomfortable. Hey, Anorak. How are you doing? Yeah, today kind of sucked, didn't it? If they have some sort of... If Sam and Felix have an interaction, that'll be amazing. For those of you who may be wondering what's going on, today they announced that Extra Life United, which is the big Extra Life tournament event that's held every year, was actually canceled, or at least postponed due to coronavirus. So there's a lot of Extra Lifers who are seriously bummed right now. You're about to do a Skype guild meeting in about 20 minutes? Oh. Oh, I forgot how pretty this is. Pretty and deadly. Alright, so let us go ahead and equip the Shrink Ray. Yes. We will unequip. Yes. Now, we don't have a whole lot of experience with a science weapon, but... no excuse. I love it that it looks like a typical, like, Flash Gordon death ray. That's good stuff. There's a particular name for that. It's like sci-fi art deco. For the life of me, I can't remember the name of it. Colonel? There's a primal rat. Oh, there's the good Colonel. Okay. Oh. There's no beam or anything. It just shrinks. That's interesting. Probably a good time to save before we try this.
Time to take out the...
Oh my lord. Okay. Ah! Ah! No, Colonel. No, Colonel. Tracer, thank you very much for the host. I am in danger. Okay, I need to remember not to do that. Ah! Okay. First time using science weapons. We need to make sure we're doing this right. Oh, Lord.
Are messy. Resistant to cleaning efforts.
Woo! Okay, everyone's gonna die.
That's taking a beating!
Yep. Okay, Sam is taking a beating. Oh, Lord! Oh, Lord! What? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Where'd you come from? Holy crap. Not a fan of your face right now. Come on, where's the exhaust port? I see you. Yeah, which physical damage weakness. Oh god, no. No, 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 no.
Do it.
No, 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 no. That's not how that's gonna work. Okay, Colonel. Okay, come over. Ah.
Kill.
We need a focus fire. Focus fire. All right. Good, good, good.
Tools for the job.
Oh, did we kill him? Woohoo! All right, Colonel.
Gotta get past that armor. This won't work.
Oh, he's back.
I don't think you're getting through.
Oh man, he.
Reminder, lying in the dirt is unsanitary.
Roses are not the cleaning solution for this job. Substance is resistant to cleaning efforts.
Hate when that happens. So that's what we need to do. All right.
Corrosives are not the cleaning solution.
Oh lordy.
This job.
Yeah, you just stay there, Colonel. Actually, we can just damage him right here, can't we? Can we keep him? I'm afraid not. We can keep a trophy, maybe. As you were, Colonel. Holy crap. The complete cranial organ of a full-grown primal. Only the finest herbs and spices for the Colonel. Okay, interesting. Definitely going to use the shrink ray in case we get overwhelmed, which is reasonable. Actually, I forgot to give Felix his shooting iron, but that's okay. I think that's about as good as we were going to get. You all are sick people. Okay, so what was in here that... Ooh. Cobbled exosuit. Man with his legs ripped off. Sam's pretty nice. No small talk. No uncomfortable conversations like Ellie and Parvati had. If I give Felix the shrink ray? I didn't even think about that. He can just keep the debuff going, huh? But once Felix dies, that's pretty much that, right? So it's kind of a trade-off. I have to try and keep Felix alive. Alright, I think that is all from the distinguished Colonel Butterscotch and friends, and platoon. Good trade-off. I'll tell you what, Shift, we'll go ahead and try that out before when we head to Monarch. We'll give someone the shrink ray as their secondary weapon and go from there. Or we just need to remember that. I don't think there was anything else here at current for us. Now, what do we have for... We've already took care of Sam's mission. Parvati we're in the middle of. Don't Bite the Sun. The Empty Man, where we need to track down Reginald Cheney and Monarch for the Vicar. Cool. Actually, to tell you the truth, we probably need to run with Felix and Ellie once we get to... Well, I don't know. Actually. See, if I had went with the original build that we started the playthrough with the heavy science build, that shrink ray probably would have lasted longer and done a lot more damage. But well, I think we'll have plenty more opportunities to try out the shrink ray. That's pretty cool. When I see this game in terms of like the architecture and the vivid colors and everything.
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
Thank you, Ada. Snitches get stitches.
Oh my gosh, Felix, you got to hear this. You remember that spin-off series about the mass marketeer? Halcyon Helen's coming on for a special romance arc. Ah! What if they hold hands?
This I gotta see. Thanks.
I didn't think Parvati would be that into those kind of stories.
Can't believe I got my own book.
Oh, that's good, Kath. We should give it to the... I don't know. Let's look at their stats real quick. What are their... Or is that even a thing that matters? Engineering... 47, 52. Actually, that might be something that we give to... Yeah, Felix is Persuade. I think No, science. Science, not engineering. Science is a 51 with Max. That's good. Yep. Good call. Oh no, hand-holding. How scandalous. And I'm not even going to check the mail. Well, time to head to a brand new place, guys. Let's get the rundown from Ada.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Need some info about a planet, Ada.
What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
Alright, Shift, you have a good one. Tell me what you know about Monarch, Ada.
Where in Monarch?
Let's start with Stella Bay.
Ah, Monarch. The armpit of the Halcyon system. Her last functioning port town is Stellar Bay. Well, that is if you don't count Sublight's Smuggler's Port at Fallbrook.
Smuggler Port.
It's Sublight run for the purpose of shipping contraband, and before you ask, I don't know the coordinates, so I can't dock us there.
So why is Monarch being blockaded exactly?
I believe it has something to do with the planet being an uninhabitable wilderness, and a lawless land with no corporate presence. You may wish to survey the residents in Stellar Bay for additional data points.
Thank you, Ada.
I'll be here.
Interesting. Well, we got Olympus, which is the largest of Halcyon's 2 Jovian gas giants. Perpetual storms rack the planet's atmosphere, rendering it uninhabitable, of course, because it's a gas giant. Oh, we went to the relay station, Scylla. One of Olympus's many satellites. What should have been Halcyon's second habitable world has long since been abandoned by the board due to monstrous, ravenous creatures. Oh, Lord. And we've got the Cascadia landing bay. Warning, dangerous. So let's go to Stellar Bay. We've heard so much about it.
We're now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain.
Ooh, pretty. Actually, can I get a view of this from the captain's quarters? I love space. Mm-mm. Love it, love it, love it. Ooh. Formerly property of Frey, posthumously put to better use in your quarters. Oh. Got ourselves a nifty wine rack tray thing. Yeah, literally out of this world. Good stuff. So, let's transition. Definitely going to go with the Vicar. And let's go with the Vicar and Ellie. I don't think they've ran together, so that should be some interesting conversation. Get ourselves some plunder. You can break down armor and weapons. So out of all this entire colony, there's only one habitable planet, and everyone else is on like asteroid bases and space docks. It kind of reminds me of The Expanse a little bit, because you got Mars and Earth, and then you got the asteroid belt. Yeah, I guess it's kind of the. Hey, Suzanne, welcome. Glad to see you on. Yeah, I guess it's the Wild West. Something's fishy. Achievement unlocked. Okay. Right off the bat. Let's go ahead and get Ellie equipped. And also to go ahead and let's go with what we were thinking about for the science weapon. Repair. Unequipped that for right now. Max gets the shrink ray. And the Inferno Scythe. That sounds nasty. I like it. Well, actually, I don't see anyone. Looks like there's definitely people here, though, so that's good. Stellar Bay. Any boxes we can break into right off the bat? Aha! 15-bit cartridges to start our burglary spree. And we don't have any kind of, yeah, we don't have an identification cartridge, so there. Some heavy ammo. Oh, there it is. Well, this looks grim.
Hey, hold on there. I gotta sign you in. Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right?
You seem a bit surprised.
You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off.
And what exactly are they doing here?
You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-road traffic. Us being cut off by the board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna in Halcyon. Please state your name for the records.
Me? I'm Alex Hawthorne.
Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill.
Is Stellar Bay really that isolated?
We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago.
You're not exactly what I expected to find on Monarch.
Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals and whatnot. But that's all outside our walls. Mostly.
You saying the board's been lying about this place? Color me shocked.
Oh, sure. They make Stellar Bay sound like a rotten place, but it's not so bad. Get a good breeze going, and the sulfur smell mostly covers up the fishy smell.
Mostly.
Ah, the nostalgic stench of home. Can't say I miss the day-to-day of living in Edgewater.
Anyway, Mr. Sanjar's got lots to say on that subject. Kinda goes over my head, though.
Well, I'm gonna have a look around town.
Mr. Sanjar will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you?
Oh,
and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor?
Well, that depends. What are you needing?
I got this Rizzo's Rangers tossball poster coming in on the next sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in?
And who's the Black Hole, exactly?
That's Bertie Holcomb. Only one of the greatest tossball hackers ever. Everyone's heard of him, even on Monarch. We still get some of the games. You been living in a sulfur pit or something?
Close. But why exactly is he called the Black Hole?
On account of him being the best hacker who ever played. Nothing gets by him. He sucks up every ball that comes his way.
See, I know we're gonna get an opportunity to keep this poster, but I can't keep it from him. Maybe we want to word that a little bit differently.
while Holcomb's had a lot of nicknames over his career. Used to be the tallywhacker on account of what he'd do to the score. Before that, he was the slick stick, because his shots were always so smooth.
You're making this up.
I swear I'm not. At the start of his career, people called him the hack boss, but no one thought that was very catchy.
I'll ask about your poster.
Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
I like how the headquarters is next to the bar. Alrighty. Well, let's go ahead and explore our surroundings here a little bit. We have got... Alright, looks pretty cut and dry. Got some alleys to check out. Place doesn't seem to be particularly well guarded, thankfully for us. Unless Grim is like doing patrols. Ooh. Which does not seem to be the case. Good cartridges, light ammo. We'll steal everything else in town, but we'll let him have his poster.
Look, I don't... Sorry, for a second I thought you were Grim.
I don't want to talk about tossball. Ooh. Oh, Lord, these guys are rocking out the scythes.
We're not the best equipped, but scouting for rats keeps us on our toes.
I don't know, you look pretty intimidating to me.
Got any news from the rest of Halcyon?
It sucks. The yacht club, huh? Fancy. Ooh. Pretty.
What are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?
Yeah.
We're here, light years from Earth, going about our lives.
Every time the punch clock peals, a worker earns his meals.
What are you talking about?
Sorry, I thought you were quoting It's a Wonderful Directorate.
Oh, God. With Jimmy Stewart. Yes, this is a space western, Jay. This is The Outer Worlds. This is made by the creators of Fallout, and I've been having an absolute ball playing this game. It's been good stuff. Lots of fun. Bit cartridges. Not really worth stealing. I guess this must be the bar that they were talking about. Let's explore the rest.
Got any news from the rest of Halcyon?
Flee! Flee for your lives! Spectrum vodka. Place would actually be well defended. Actually, this seems like a really good place for like an FPS level, to tell you the God's honest.
Watch your step if you venture outside the walls.
Not the first time I've heard that.
You don't look like Sublight. Must be freelance.
Stella Bay.
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
She's always cranky.
No, I mean more than usual.
Wouldn't know. I made it a point to stay out of her way.
Keeps on losing her glasses. Left field tossball betting. Ah, looks like a cigarette lighter.
Quietly now.
Constable? Oh, we got some bounties? Of course we got some bounties. Every planet has bounties. Let's take the high ground. Do this Obi-Wan style. Hello? So why are we up here? Ooh. Now, are we going to break our ankle? Or are we going to run across? Ah! Yep. That's unfortunate. There has to be a reason there's a ladder up here. Is there something... Maybe we can go into an area that it would normally be blocked off. Ah, okay. Let's see. Plasma carbine. No one here to say no. Mag 2 power. I was hoping we could have Aladdined and or Temple of Doomed or whatever and slide along that cloth. I guess that was not the case. Alright. Let's I guess head into some of our first buildings. I never want to go into the main location first. I don't know if that makes any sense, but the map is okay, Yacht Club vendor. I guess we'll check the Yacht Club first. Definitely is not headquarters. I assume this is headquarters, the big sign that says Monarch. Bennett.
Laws. Can a man enjoy the smooth menthol flavor of a Stogie Slim in peace?
Got a lot of brass for a man doing absolutely nothing.
What I am doing, sir, is enjoying the moment. It's so rare that I can seize one apart from the jabbering masses of this wretched place.
Hey. What exactly are you talking about?
This law's forgotten town. Cut off from the rest of the colony. Removed from any culture. I recall when Stellar Bay was a proper board-affiliated town with regular shipments of Auntie Cleo's best and all the cereals. Before Sanjar took over MSI and got us all booted.
So I take it you missed the good old days?
Days of consumption and culture. When we weren't squabbling with the iconoclasts for lack of better things to do. Look, you're making me melancholy. Is there something you wanted?
I'll leave you be. What is the name of our buddy here? We need to find Chef Raymond and track down Reginald in Fallbrook, which we're here. Okay. Space Val Kilmer. The best kind of Val Kilmer.
We don't get many outsiders.
Whoa, you are colorful. Hold on. We got an Indiana Jones whip. This has to be a follower.
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding all over the place, trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud.
I love the pink dreadlocks. Holy crap. We will keep listening.
But I gotta get in there, get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, shit, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn rapt out there. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you?
I'm Wretch. Pleasure to meet you.
Ooh, charmer. Don't get a lot of that around here. Folks mostly grump at me about how I should join the MSI payroll. Nice change of pace. Buy me a drink, will you?
Sure. Another round, bartender.
Outstanding. What are you doing in Stellar Bay, stranger?
I'm just seeing what it's like for myself. People talk it up like it's a shithole.
It is a shithole. It's a free shithole, though. Plenty of ways to blaze your own trail. Folks seem to like that.
It is an admirable endeavor if misguided, and nearly impossible to achieve.
I ain't saying it's easy, but look around you. If it's impossible, it seems nobody's gone and told the people living here. Besides, the booze is good. Something about that fish oil. Cheers.
Cheers. Listen, I'm told you can help me. I hope you could help me find an information broker.
Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats? Let's talk business. I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You'll have to get me something to clear my head.
Sure. What exactly do you need?
Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, well, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or caffeine somethings? Pills. They're very good. I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set.
You mean caffeinoid? That stuff's just a stimulant.
Well, they work. We got a deal or what?
Okay, she can't not have her caffeine. I can sympathize. Alright. I'll be back. Nyoka. Oh, look at that fashionable mustache. Holy crap. I remember you. You were in Ready to Rumble Boxing.
Well. Isn't often we see new folk in Stellar Bay. First drink's on me, stranger.
Well, thank you.
Enjoy.
It's poison!
If you plan on sitting through Nyoka's stories, you might could use a few.
I could use a few and telling them myself.
Now what can I do for you?
How well do you know Nyoka there?
Anyone who spends any amount of time in this bar is bound to get to know Nyoka. On account of her being here so often herself. And I don't mean that unkindly. Anyone who's rid us of as many beasts as you have is entitled to a few drinks. Something else I can do for you?
He seems very, to the point, but friendly. Those are good traits for a bartender, actually. He said you're not used to seeing new faces around here.
Not since Amber Heights. These days we have more leaving than coming. Off to join the iconoclasts or some such.
So what exactly happened at Amber Heights?
Bunch of marauders broke into the executive compound, slaughtered everyone. Corporations pulled out of Monarch not long after. I thought everyone knew. But then that was 10 years ago. Still feels fresh to us every time we look at our walls, though.
So why is this place called the Yacht Club?
Thought it had a fancy ring to it. Name's the first advertising anyone sees, after all.
So basically all the higher-ups get murdered and the corporations pull out and leave all the common folk to their own devices. Any yachts in Stellar Bay?
Nope. But a man can dream.
Let's see what you have. I like him. Okay, got an 11% discount too. That's nice. Something happened. We'll probably figure it out. Piano! Can I play the piano? I can shoot the piano. They won't let me play though.
Got any news from the rest of Halcyon?
Well, a lot of people are dead now. Not because of me. Got the bathroom, check behind for guns. Oh. Several phases. Oh, Hyoka bar talk bingo sheet. Right between the eyes, there were 3, no 4 of them. That rap was this big. Took it down with one shot. Buy me a drink. I like it. Alright. Close the door.
Okay.
Steal the mag pick. And the punch. we got up here?
Well, we don't get many outsiders.
You don't look like Sublight. Must be freelance.
Nothing wrong with freelancing.
Well, we don't get many outsiders.
Yeah, but there's actually people like out on the balconies just chatting and hanging out. That's something. Caleb Herrick. These folk got something with sunglasses, and I'm here for it.
Caleb's doing the talking.
Talk to Caleb. He speaks for all of us.
Does he, though? Was there anything that we needed to talk to? Celia?
New face, huh? You from Offworld?
Yeah. Captain Hawthorne of the Unreliable.
A ship captain? Well, I'll be. Here, let me buy you a drink.
Friendly people.
Consider it an MSI welcome. Why don't you grab a chair, sit a spell, and revel with us?
Stay a while and listen. What are you celebrating?
Me and my friends have taken our destiny into our own hands. We're untethered, free of responsibility and worldly cares. Well, as long as we don't run out of bits. But until the windfall's gone, we're riding high. See, we just walked out on our work. Had enough, we did. So now we're striking.
What could be so bad that you walk off the job?
It ain't any one thing but the sum of it all, having to work longer shifts for less bits. And the wages we do earn don't cover as much as they used to. Our supervisor, Velma, goes on and on about quarterly profits and meeting quotas. But that ain't what Sanjar promised us. Velma refuses to negotiate, so we're refusing to work. We won't go back until she agrees to pay us fair and proper. Us on Monarch, we're free from the board, you know? We have the right to lobby for better hours and pay.
You know, I happen to be pretty good with negotiations.
I wouldn't doubt it. You look like the type who tends to come out on top. Not like us cogs, trying to be the squeaky wheel but just getting deadlocked. It's been days, but Velma won't even hear us out. Maybe you could just make her listen to our demands.
I'll see what I can do to mediate on your behalf.
You would do that? We sure are lucky you decided to come up to the patio today. I knew drinking up here would be good for more than the view.
So we need to talk a little bit about Velma.
Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
How exactly long can you afford to miss work?
Not forever, but we've each saved up our bits, and I stashed them safe in my home by the diner. I reckon we could last a week or two at least.
Oh man, what an idiot. Any suggestions for how to put pressure on Velma to negotiate?
If I knew that, I'd have tried it. Talking reasonably got me nowhere. Maybe you'll fare better. The others wanted to blackmail her, but we're above that. Besides, them are just rumors. We got no proof they're true.
And what's this about blackmail now?
I would never endorse such an untoward tactic, you know, but, well, there's rumors that Velma's taking a cut off the profits. So far, it's just gossip, you know, but if there was any proof to be had, it'd be in the Saltuna warehouse, I reckon.
I'll talk to you later, Caleb. Now, I do have the option of stealing from these guys. But the thing about it is I figured that if everything runs smoothly here, and these guys are kind of an example of what happens when the corporations are not on the planet, and there's like unions, for lack of a better term, I think it could be a good example for people in the colony, so I don't want them to fail.
You're not listening to a word, are you?
Look, my back aches and everything smells like fish. I just want to enjoy my beer.
A woman of principle. Okay. So, Alrighty, alright. Gotcha. Definitely, that's where we go to talk to the boss. Let's go ahead and explore. What else we got? Whoa. Fancy.
If you want to talk to the boss, she's in the back of the warehouse.
Ah, the elusive Velma. Okay, so she's in here. right? Because if we go, yeah. Okay, here's where we go to talk to Velma.
It smells like wrapped in here.
Oh, it does work. I bought some musk from Sebastian.
What about in
Cover up the
here?
salt
Oh,
in the smell.
something. Passion pills. Oh.
This is worse.
If Velma's capable of running the warehouse, she can certainly pick up her own caffeinoid.
Don't be so hard on her. With Brax missing, she's working doubles and needs a little edge.
Very well, dearie. But you stop by anytime you like, hmm?
Thanks, I'll keep that in mind. Sorry, I've got to get back to the warehouse.
Hello, dearie. Why, I don't believe I've seen you before. And with sweet cheeks like those, I'd remember.
Oh, Lord.
Quite the bedside manner, lady.
Well, it's so rare I get the pleasure of new company.
She's got...
What can Auntie Abigail do for you?
She's got glasses that I've always wanted with the blinders on the side. So, who exactly is Velma?
She works over at the fishery next door. Quite the hard worker, but she's got a bit of a temper.
Temper?
Why, just the other day, I heard her shouting from here. I can't imagine what set her off. Oh, but here I go again, running my mouth when it's none of my business.
Easy.
Was there something else you needed?
Yeah. You in charge of handing out medicine?
Yes, indeed. Someone's got to keep Stellar Bay's people healthy and energized.
Well, you certainly seem excited about your job.
Oh, but I am. I get to see plenty of my neighbors here, and I do dearly love a little gossip.
Well, I've been asked to pick up a caffeinoid supplement.
And what a helpful young man you are. Nothing like a little pill to liven up the spirits.
Whiskey helps, too.
Please leave medical advice to the professionals.
Ouch.
Now, dearie, who's this pickup for?
Oh, good lord. Actually, the pills are for me.
I'm so sorry, but with the iconoclasts and the marauder filth chasing away what little trade we get, I'm afraid I have to reserve my supply for Stellar Bay residents. Our reserves have gotten so low, I've even had to start locking the supply room upstairs. Isn't it a shame what some people will do to get a little extra?
Can't trust people these days.
Except for you. I can tell. You've got one of those faces. I'd make an exception for you if I could, my little cherub. Is there anyone else needing a special pickup from Auntie Abigail?
If we say Nyoka, she's not going to go with it. So as much as I may regret this. Oh, I don't know, Auntie. You have to pry that secret from my sweet little cheeks.
Don't blame me if I puke on your shoes.
Aren't you a saucy thing? I may not be a fresh young thing anymore, but with age comes experience, dearie.
I was like, this got weird fast. Uh-huh. Well, why don't you show me a thing or two?
Much as I'd love to. My rheumatism is especially fierce at the moment, and I'm all out of my medicine. But I'd hate to send you away empty-handed. You were here for caffeinoid, weren't you? Who's it for?
No regrets. It's for Nyoka.
Oh, her. It's none of my business, but I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up her monthly allotment if only she'd join MSI. Contribute like the rest of us. Now I've gone and said too much. And you know me, dearie. I don't like to pry.
You know, there must be some way I can increase Nyoka's allotment.
I'm afraid not. Dr. Williams managed the town's allotments from his terminal upstairs. Even I can't access them.
Ooh. I thought you were in charge around here, Auntie. You sure ought to be.
Oh, you flatter an old woman. Me, I'm just here to be a pretty face for the customers. And to keep an extra key to the supply room, for all the times Dr. Williams misplaced his.
Forgetful fellow, eh?
Careless experimentation with medicinal substances does take its toll, eventually.
But until then, it's lots of fun.
Episodic pharmacological delirium is no laughing matter, young lady.
And where exactly can I find this Dr. Williams?
In the town graveyard, I'm afraid. Poor man was always searching for the flower of enlightenment. On the way, he tried some rather daring substance combinations.
The flower of enlightenment?
It's a philosophist symbol of some kind, dearie. Never you mind. The graveyard's near the southern ruins. You're certainly welcome to pay our respects, but the bodies tend to attract beasties. Do be careful. I'd hate for anything to happen to you, dearie.
Well, I guess we don't want to intimidate her. She's nice enough, if not extremely flirty. I guess I have to figure this out on my own then.
Chin up, dearie.
Just nah. Oh well, looky. We can go right into that door if we so wish. Terminal, employee login. Hack 55, login Williams. See, we can find all the things. Oh dear. Okay. Bit cartridge, mag pick. We got the tools, we got the talent. So, terminal. Oh, nice. So we got a side entrance here. Hack 55. Welcome, E. Williams. Please select the following menu options. Patient records. Wretch. Okay, that's fine. Nyoka. Caffeinoid allotment standard. Medical engineer notes. Liver damage, like the result of prolonged alcoholism. Attitude problems, likely the result of prolonged alcoholism. Frequent social withdrawal, likely the result of prolonged alcoholism. Increase caffeinoid allotment. Allotment increased to high. Warning, excessive caffeinoid consumption may lead to side effects such as irritability, fatigue, uncontrollable bowel movements, nausea, and death. That's the only way we're going to do it, so... Data storage. A. Edwards. Stellar Bride. She's a wide-eyed colonist from Earth. He's a hard-working Saltuna farmer from Monarch. Their attraction blossoms into a whirlwind romance that transforms Stellar Bay. Oh, God. Hey, Vito. You can put your things here, Mr. Elliot said, leading Abby into a dim apartment. The place was small, but it had a certain cozy charm. Abby set her bags on the floor and loosened the straps of her jumpsuit. Mr. Elliot coughed, his face suddenly red. If you get warm, you can always crack the window. Breeze from the bay is really nice. Just be careful about the mantis swarms. As Abby went to take the room key, her fingers brushed his. He had strong, rough hands. A Saltuna farmer's hands. She felt herself blush. You've been ever so kind to me, Mr. Elliot. Call me Archibald, he said. Oh, God. Okay, we get the we get the premise here. Healing Touch. Clinic of the Heart. A battle-hardened Earth Directorate soldier visits a remote clinic on Monarch to heal his injuries, but when he meets Gale, an elegant older nurse, she goes to work on his heart as well. Williams. Notes from experiments as conducted by Dr. E. Williams. Reactivism plus pep you up. I had hypothesized that this combination might awaken my mind and senses to the greater realities around us. If that is true, then it seems my faculties were quite overwhelmed in this instance. Shortly after the dosage, I experienced cold sweats, tremors, and mild paranoia. It's perhaps due to these later effects that most of my notes from the episode are of little use. Nevertheless, the effects were most invigorating. I'll have to attempt a milder dosage once the heart palpitations subside. Bushberry extract and debilirol. After my previous experiments, I theorized that deadening the external senses might allow the mind's eye to glimpse the eternal. Alas, I was only partially successful. The combination of substances quickly rendered me both blind and feeble, so much so that I soon fell into a stupor. I awoke some hours later in a pile of my own sick and a most curious craving for Tilleritos. And cholesterine triple dosage. File empty. Oh lord. Okay, so that must have been the one that took him out. Return to the root. Can we create a new account? Account setup requires a persistent connection to the central communications tower. Connection's offline. Ah, okay. Well, we got that going. Journal. Mr. Elliot, you tried to seduce me.
I can take a hint.
Thank you, Ellie. Boop. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Neat. Will we up the dosage for future records and journal? I mean, we can still. You have Nyoka's pill. I do want to search Dr. Williams' body though before we go ahead and turn this in. Just cause. Okay, we are 50. All right, we are 50 along the board, guys. That is awesome. Now, we have got 6 points left. Where do we put them? More innuendo. Let's go ahead and do... And that gives us 2 left. And you know what? Just because we can. Just because I hate having stuff like this uneven. We're going to spend the point in 2 in heavy weapons, which we'll never use during this playthrough, but I like this in in increments of 5. Now we get a new perk too. Now we need to decide what to do. 50% science damage, weapon damage, movement speed during bonus to extra headshot weak spot damage. I actually think that one might be the best. Consumable weight. Yeah, I think the scanner, you deal increased weak spot damage. Well, even in as far as I'm concerned. You do your chapter proud. Okay. So we will go ahead and apply that. Journal, journal, journal. How much time we got? We got about 30 minutes left in the stream. Still got to convince Velma to negotiate. We need to go have a chat with Velma first and see what we're working with. on the salvage. Where's the space crime continuum at? Where is that at here in town? Oh, it's right outside. Okay, cool.
Come to share a secret with Auntie Abigail?
Goodbye. So, what is this for again? Faction quest. Lilia. Oh. Roxanne! Ooh, I'm hearing people talking. Kind of. Here. We can't hear them, but just the usual. I don't know how much longer I can cover for him either. Give me those pills, will you? Here you go. You know, you might consider a real night's sleep instead. Interesting. Where are we? Are we just... I don't know. It's a place we can steal from. Doop-a-doop-doom. All the ammo. We're just forcing these people to think on their feet, you know? Oh, a knock you out bar? Mama said knock you out. Okay. Thought this was going to be the place. Oh, actually that... It might be over here. Maybe. Oh no, it's outside the... It's outside the city proper. Excuse me, Ellie. So we went ahead and we've gone in there. That's the clinic. That's the way out. I guess we should go have a chat with Velma and see how bad it gets. Who knows, maybe our persuasion is high enough we won't have to do a whole lot.
I hear those rich people in Byzantium pay a handsome bit for rap musk.
Bet they also pay to make it stink less.
Supposedly, it makes you more attractive for, you know.
Trust me, no one's going near you like this.
It works 60% of the time, every time.
You're probably looking for Velma. Watch out, she's in a mood.
Can't wait. Okay, there's where we entered before.
Wouldn't mind smelling like salt tuna if we could sell more of it.
That's fair. Okay, there's Velma. Hello, Velma. Got a workbench discovered. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. Okay, Velma, I will chat with you here in just 1 second. Can we talk to...
Velma's not so bad, long as you avoid her when she's stressed.
So all the time. Here, we will talk to you guys later. What is over here? Did we find a secret snack chamber? We did find the mess. And the bathroom. Doop-a-doop-doom. Going through everyone's personal things. Stealing clothes and life savings. Seeing what's up here. They definitely have a better Saltuna facility than... well, no, not necessarily. Ooh. Okay. We will steal another vermin pistol. Nothing in the bin. Velma's container key. We don't need no stinking key.
You got nimble fingers, Captain.
Thank you, Ellie. Appreciate that. This terminal is only to be used for official work on behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries. Personal files. Please enter authorization code to access personnel files. Bypass. Please enter the name of the employee whose files you wish to view. Velma Ballard. Velma's personnel files are a morass of supply contracts, order forms, spreadsheets, and financial records. Careful study of her financial reveals that for the past several years she has been slowly siphoning money from her operating budget into a personal account. The theft is cleverly hidden. Individual instances could be excused as rounding errors or mistakes in simple arithmetic. The sheer volume of occurrences, however, indicate deliberate intent. Not yet, Dama. Messages. To be Hecht. Braxton, the fish in tank 23A are looking a little lumpy. If you're not going to make it in, that's fine, but you have to let me know so I can stay on top of the doses. Mr. Nandi, we really need to talk about this Altoona situation. I've had to let 4 batches rot in the warehouse over the last 2 months because we're not finding buyers. I know the situation with the board puts us in a tough spot, but we need to start thinking about how we're going to keep Stellar Bay afloat if we can't get sales up. Seriously, where are you? You've missed 3 shifts. This is getting ridiculous, even for you. Well, we got our proof, so we will, when we talk to Velma, we will start off nice. And if she cannot be convinced in any way, shape, or form, if we cannot wheel and deal her, then, what is that up there? That looks interesting. Mr. Ouch. Do I? That looks fun.
Do it.
I'm nice and quiet here, aren't I? You know what? Let's go ahead and take care of what we need to take care of here with Velma, and then we will go pay a visit and procure Mr. Ouch.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry.
What are you talking about? Catherine.
Sorry. Seems I got my cables crossed. Thought you were another shakedown tough from Fallbrook. Hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately. First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing.
Yeah, chief what?
Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat, but also making sure they don't get too many tumors. He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess.
Don't have rules about that sort of thing?
We're not keen on rules for rules' sake around here. Means Braxton skips work sometimes, but it also means no company boss is telling me when I can take a shit. Since you don't seem to be constrained yourself, maybe you could check up on him. He lives in the apartments. Tell him Velma said to get his lazy ass down here, or she might start noticing those extra jugs he's been taking from supply. Something else on your mind?
Who's this Catherine you mentioned when I first came in here?
Sublight boss out of Fallbrook. Handles most goods that come in or out of Stellar Bay. Has a mouth like a ground six spacer.
And you said Braxton's been stealing drugs.
Stealing's such a nasty word. Let's call it skimming. And yeah, let's just say I've noticed the sterile biotics we use for the fish would get used a little faster on Braxton's shifts.
Okay. So why exactly haven't you turned him in?
We're not like those corporate towns where you get fined for sleeping on the wrong side of the bed. Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff we use is cheap enough. And Braxton knows how to get the Saltuna, fat and mostly tumor-free.
Mostly tumor-free. I'll talk to you later, Velma. Now we can go ahead and upset her. Nice and quiet now. Oh, holy crap. Okay, that worked out well. So what is this Mr. Ouch? Oh, I already had one. Attack increases the damage dealt from a power attack. Okay, so that's something we can put on melee weapons. Well, that happened. Okay. Grim tomorrow, deliver... Celia, who works at the MSI building, should know about the status of Grim's poster. Convince Velma to negotiate. I'm wondering if we take care of the thing with Velma, if that's going to remove this secret people. So... I asked you to go to his apartment. Okay. Let's see what this is all about. Okay, here's the larger building.
Help!
Whoa!
Someone's been killed!
Oh, this is going well.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
You'll pull yourself together and tell me what happened.
I clean the apartments while everyone's at work. I've seen all sorts of messes, but this... If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is.
Lower one on the right, gotcha.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
There's not a whole lot of contemplation. You either take one or you don't. Alright. Lower one on the right, huh?
What a gruesome way to die.
Eee.
Not much I can do for this guy.
Victim. Holy crap, yeah, that is a lot of blood. Time to, steal everything. Tossball betting slip. This betting slip lists some increasingly bold wagers made for a team called Mostly Colonists. It's from the left field tossball betting. Yep. It could be ketchup just for the laugh. Okay. Bit cartridges. Several ragged outfits, all of the same cut and color, were stuffed into this suitcase. Hastily packed suitcase. Investigate the left field tossball betting, which we did pass by on the way. Alright. Well, before we do that, there's more apartments to... peruse. Oh, hello there, resident. Well, this will make things more difficult. Messages to S. Nandy. Sorry to bother you about this, Mr. Nandy. Sorry to bother you about this, but something foul is leaking from the apartment upstairs. I don't know what Celia's keeping up there, but she works for you, right? You think you could talk to her about it? Isaac, can you please try to keep your windows shut? As I've tried to explain, leaving them open, especially when you've got food out, invites mantis swarms, and a mantis swarm infestation is everyone's problem. Be hecked. Braxton, I know you keep odd hours. I know because I've heard you coming and going at all times of the night. But maybe you could try to close your door a little bit more quietly. I have rather sensitive nerves, and every time I hear your door, I think we're in the middle of another Amber Heights. Agreed. Some things are better left in the void of space. In space, no one can hear you scream. Okay, you are very dead. Not dead, but just sleeping. Well, we will go see how everyone...
Whatever you do, don't mention Tossball to Isaac. You'll never hear the end of it.
You know, I haven't seen him in a while.
If you'd gotten stuck in an hour-long rant about mostly colonists, you'd be thankful.
Yep, don't mind me. Just perusing. Laura. Hello.
You startled me. Don't sneak up on a person like that, huh?
I'm looking for Braxton. Have you seen him?
Braxton. I've never even heard of a Braxton. Got nothing for you, sorry.
Dilated pupils, anxious posture, muscle spasms. She's high on some quality stuff.
No! Okay, maybe, just a little. Braxton always has a good stash, and I just like to let loose a little. Stop thinking about the marauders and the raptidons outside, you know?
So you do know Braxton. Where is he now?
Oh, damn. He told me he was delivering to this house in the ruins south of town. Whole family had fallen sick, and he had some meds on hand. So maybe look for him there?
That's all I needed.
We're in agreement that this Braxton is probably dead, right?
Yes, very much so, Vicar. And I can't really... okay. Dropping a care package off with the Mathers in the old ruins south of Stellar Bay. Be back soon. Laura, I know you're reading this. Stay out of my things. Laura did not listen. Okay. One more to go. Hello, hello. You are very much asleep. Still asleep?
He's trying to get us all in trouble?
Oh, hi.
What do you think you're doing?
I was just leaving.
Just keep your fingers to your own self, okay?
Should have closed the door. Whoops. Okay, we didn't lose any faction from that, so that's good at least. Man, we got a lot to do here, guys. Holy crap. So we got the ruins south of town. I think what we need to do is we're going to head over to where Velma is, and we are going to... see what's happened to
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
what's her dink's contact. Could chat with Celia because I think you... I didn't steal the poster from Velma. I don't think so. She has it. Okay. Worker. Contact should be over here, allegedly. Which means we're probably gonna... Oh, man. I haven't seen those in... being desert folk, I don't normally see these wade things. Reminds me of going camping back in the day. Ooh, hello there. Transition to Stellar Bay Ruin South. And Sublight ID cartridge. Night, David. You have a good one. Looks like there's some cool stuff here. We can't actually go out to these areas, though. They're blocked off, but we can see some ships and other cool things. Okay, so Braxton went south. We also need to head south to find the body. So we've got 3 things we need to do down south. Stainless steel. Oh, let's go to left field tossball betting and see what that is. That should be... I don't want to get involved with talking to the leader yet until we have really run completely roughshod across this town. Where's it at? Aha! Night, Raven. This is fine.
Watch your step if you venture outside the walls. We don't get many outsiders.
Outsiders.
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest tossball games. So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial H Mammoths.
No, I play for Auntie Cleo's Darlings. Don't you recognize me?
I'd heard they'd gotten a new hacker. Is that why everyone's making such a fuss about you? But what are you doing on Monarch?
This is part of a goodwill tour of Halcyon. We're meeting our fans across the colony.
Maybe we're not so isolated as I thought. So, what can I do for you?
Okay. You said you were having trouble receiving the tossball game transmissions?
Graham's always filling the airwaves with this propaganda, like it's done him any good. All it means is the tossball games get to us in fragments. Makes them real hard to watch.
Found this betting slip in a dead man's apartment. Any idea what might have happened to him?
Poor Isaac. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in a few days. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet fellow, even if he did have terrible teeth.
What did his teeth have to do with anything?
They were pretty distinct. Monarch doesn't exactly have a thriving dental industry, and Isaac seemed to get stuck in all sorts of bad habits, dietary and otherwise. Sometimes he'd drink purpleberry punch by the liter, other times he'd keep betting on a losing team, started owing the wrong people money.
So who exactly did he owe?
I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies pushing Isaac around. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind the warehouse, and spend the rest of their stay getting rowdy over tossball games. They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the bar anymore. I bet you anything Isaac ran into trouble with one of them.
Thanks for the tip.
Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know he gets fed up with the Fallbrook bullies, but there's not much he can do.
Investigate Elijah and his gang. Alrighty. Still got some time. Can clean up the town a little bit, potentially. Oh, I like that there's a barber there. That's cool. And have we gone in here? I'm gonna get distracted. We found another bar. We'll check that out later. And another workbench.
Wrapped musk and canid eyes, right here.
Zhang's Emporium.
You ever think about what goes on in a marauder's head?
You ever wonder why we're here?
No, they're crazy.
But they still manage to feed themselves, dress themselves, work together. Gotta be something to that.
Where's the path?
Please, will someone help me? My boy's in trouble. Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong, like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature. Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know a raptidon is melting him with acid as we speak.
Grim.
It's more dissolving than melting.
That is not helpful.
And not the guard. All right, calm down. Take a deep breath and tell me what happened.
Don't you tell me to calm down.
I knew that was going to happen.
I promised my boy I'd protect him for always. But how can I keep him safe if he's run away? He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the raptidons, mantisaurs, and marauders, the
Oh my.
toxic sulfur pools and poisonous plants, but he didn't listen. Please, won't you go and find my boy?
And why exactly would Tucker run away?
He's been pining for an adventure. Says he's tired of living cooped up behind the walls. But he doesn't understand how dangerous it is out there. I warned him. A raptidon would snap him up first chance it got. I just know one's ripped his arm off and is gnawing on his sweet little fingers. He should have listened to his mama. I promised I'd keep him safe here with me.
There was a mission like this in one of the Knights of the Old Republic games. And where would he have gone?
He's been listening to those awful broadcasts that the iconoclasts put out. I begged Sanjar to put a stop to them, but did he? No! And now I just know my boy's run off to Amber Heights. That is, if a Manta Queen hasn't spooled out and eaten his entrails for breakfast already.
She's so descriptive. And where's Amber Heights?
That old settlement, southwest of Stellar Bay. I don't know which is worse, the thought of my son shacking up with the nutty iconoclasts, or that he never made it. Sprats could be nesting in his rotting body alongside the road as we speak. Or maybe marauders got him, pulled all his teeth out, crushed him into their drugs and made him snort them. Oh, the things that could happen to my sweet baby.
And what were you saying about the iconoclast exactly?
Those low-life degenerates, leading innocent boys into a life of danger.
Hey!
It sounds so exciting. Like it's noble to risk it all out there, fighting for the greater good.
Greater good.
How noble is it to worry your loved ones? Not at all, I say. But still they preach their sermons of anarchy and rebellion to anyone who listened. If they weren't holed up in Amber Heights, I'd knock them all upside the head.
Ashley, thank you very much for that sub. That is your 10th month of subscription here on the channel as a member of the Wretched Hive. Remember, guys, that all subs, bits, and ad revenue here on Twitch go to help out the kids via Extra Life. So thank you guys very much for your support. How are you doing? Did you say there was a reward involved with this request?
Well, I guess I can't ask you to leave the town walls for free. It is deathly dangerous out there.
Descriptively deadly
I got some
dangerous.
bits saved up for a rainy day. I'll give you every last one if you just bring my Tucker back to me. I won't even be mad at him running off. You tell him I won't be mad.
That's bait. I'll help you find your son.
Thank you. Oh, I know he'll be safe now that someone's able to fetch him home. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road southwest of town. I'm sure he made it that far. I just know it. And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you punch them in the mouths. Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away from their mamas. It's immoral.
You have to save Tucker from his mama. Alright. So, let's go. Ooh, this looks like a perfect place to have a firefight.
Who the fuck are you? This ain't your alley.
Rude.
Carry on.
That's right.
Hey, what are you doing here? This is our secret alley. Berta already pissed by those crates to market.
I know you murdered Isaac, Elijah.
Listen, that purple-toothed twerp had it coming. Not that anyone has proof. And not that it's any of your business.
I'm making it my business.
Oh yeah? What are you saying exactly?
You know, you've bullied people long enough. I don't know. What do you guys think? I need a thumbs up, thumbs down. Should we go ahead and intimidate them and make them run with their tails between their legs, or should we just kill them? Vito says intimidate. Sorry, let me just say thumbs up to thumbs up to live, thumbs down to kill. Vito and Geeky both say intimidate. Ashley says kill. It is one of those kind of days, isn't it? Kath says intimidate. All right. Looks like intimidation is winning, so I think you've bullied people for long enough. And if you know what's good for you, you'll clear out and never come back.
Wow. Most of the pencil pushers around here cave as soon as you look at them funny. Fine, we're going. This ain't worth it.
Okay. So they're running. As much as it would have been nice to shoot them. I don't know if how Boss Man would actually feel if we shot people up in the town. Not to mention, there's probably a limited amount of people on this planet. But I don't know. Oh, good lord. As they kitty pride beyond the doors. And it might tick off sublight. See, that's what I was thinking about, Kath.
So, Vicky. Can I call you Vicky?
Absolutely fucking not.
For a vicar, you sure curse an awful fucking lot.
Look who's talking.
I'm not a fucking priest.
And thank the architect for that.
Man, Ellie gets along with everyone. It's so nice. Alright, let's go ahead and tell Sanjar. Okay, we have to tell Sanjar about Isaac's murder. So we eventually are going to talk to him. But this is actually a good place to go ahead and end the Outer Worlds gameplay for today, guys. We've got so many quests here, it's not even funny, and I'm actually really liking Stellar Bay. It's got a different vibe. Like, all these places just have very unique vibes, and I dig it. So I do want to thank you guys very much for watching. I'm going to do the outro for YouTube real quick. If you guys haven't followed the channel, please do so. I try and stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays with random times in between, especially during the weekend. And if you are watching the replay of this on YouTube, I've got a link to the Twitch channel in the description below, as well as a link to my Extra Life campaign page where I'm raising money to help out sick kids at my local Children's Miracle Network hospital. So please check that out if you get a chance. Otherwise, like, share, subscribe. You guys know the drill there. And we will see you next time. Later days, everyone.